What if I told you that you could earn up to 90,000 XP every single hour and rank up super fast in Modern Warfare completely legitimately, no glitches or exploits? Interested? What's up guys, it's Average Ol, making average content for the average viewer, and with the approach of the end of Season 1 coming faster than I do in the bedroom, you'll want to know this awesome new method I have for how to level up fast in Modern Warfare. Nice thing about this one as well is it will also help you rank up your battle pass whilst you do it. Before I get into the method, I would like to legitimise it by showing you the maths, or math for you guys across the pond. Right, so before my first match, which was Hardpoint, I started the match with 2,367 XP until my next rank. And after the 8-minute match, I had 12,944. That works out at 79,327 XP per hour. And my second match, which was a Domination Match, I went from that 12,944 to 27,380 in a 10-minute match, and that works out at 86,616 XP per hour. Honestly, when I saw these figures, I was more surprised than when Plan B said that Charmaine was only 14. If you didn't get that reference, I implore you to go and listen to that song. So before I let you in on this super successful method, I would love it if you guys would comment down below any other methods you have for ranking up this fast, and I'd like to see if we can shoot for 30 likes on this video. So let's get on with it, shall we? Now, I'm going to get this out of the way first. You're going to want to do this in shipment. I know, the spawns are broken on this map, the map is cancer, and a lot of you would rather take a rusty wire brush to your rectum than sit through a match of shipment, but trust me, it's a necessary evil, and if you really want to grind through these levels, this is by far the best and fastest way that I have tried. I mean, you will probably still level up quicker using this method on other maps, but let's be real, when it comes to getting a lot of kills, the best thing you can do is just bite the bullet and head into a match of shipment. Right, so that's shipment out of the way. The next thing you want to do is make sure that you're playing in objective mode. This is for two reasons. The first reason here may shock some of you, but believe me, I'm not saying this to scare you, I'm saying this for your own good. If, for example, you're playing on Domination, there will be these weird flag things dotted around the map. If they are blue, then your team owns them, and if they are red, then they are controlled by the enemy. Now, what you're going to want to do is actually play the objective. I know, it's bloody crazy, it's a revolutionary idea, isn't it? This means that if the B flag isn't owned by your team, you will actually have to go and capture it. I know this is a crazy concept that a lot of the community is yet to grasp, but trust me, for this to work best, you're going to want to actually win the game. The other reason why an objective-based game mode works better is because of the spawning situation. Now obviously, as it stands, trying to predict spawns in shipment is a bit like trying to predict the amount of pubic hairs you have on your scrotum. Or arsehole for the ladies watching. But at least when it comes to an objective based game mode, you have at least some amount of a head start when it comes to looking for where the enemy is. Right, that's the boring stuff out of the way. You still with me? Good. Now on to the meat of this method, the class setup. Now the real star of the show here is going to be the Decoy Grenades. As I showed in one of my previous videos where I came top of my team with 0 kills, these little suckers generate experience quicker than your porn habit generates malicious computer viruses and moisturiser bills. They are seriously underestimated. The only thing you have to do with them is spawn in and throw them. Don't look, don't think, just throw them towards the enemy. This means that every time one of your teammates gets a kill, you will be getting 15 XP per decoy grenades. This means that if someone gets killed within the vicinity of both of them, you'll be getting 30 XP for doing literally nothing. This is also beneficial when you consider that a lot of the time on shipment, you'll die pretty much as soon as you spawn in. But if you've thrown at least one of these decoy grenades, you will not have died in vain. So next up is the weapons. This one changes on a completely individual basis. For me, I chose the AK-47 for no other reason than I hadn't unlocked much for it yet. By doing this, you were able to get all of the XP from going up the weapon ranks, as well as unlocking some of the easier lower level camos. It's a win-win. You could potentially use another weapon because I suppose you could argue that you might get more kills with a maxed out gun that you're more comfortable with, but I'm 90% sure that by doing it my way, you will get the best results. Now, for my secondary, I'm running Overkill, so I'm able to put a Riot Shield on my back. Honestly, it was a toss-up between this and EOD, but in the end I went for the Riot Shield because you get that added protection from the back, but most importantly, if someone does hit your Riot Shield and then they get killed, guess what? You get a crowd control assist and even more juicy XP, which is just what us little XP crackheads are after, isn't it? But wait, before you click away, we aren't done yet. For our lethal grenades, we have the choice of two options. You can either run the Molotov cocktails or the thermite. Both are good, but I went with the Molotovs for this reason. If someone is camping in a container or behind cover, you can usually get them with a well-placed petrol bomb, but by throwing these on objectives or through popular rush routes, you are likely to hurt someone. And once someone is hurt and they are killed, you get the assist, yielding you even more XP. And believe me, once you see this stream of yellow popping up left, right and centre, you'll be more excited than Gemma Collins in a donut shop. Now finally, we have the perks. These are somewhat up for debate too. Now obviously I went for Overkill in perk 1. For perk 2, I went with Pointman. My thinking here was that because of all these points I'd be getting, I'd be able to get my streaks up super fast, but in hindsight, I think that restock might have worked better because realistically, your best way to streak up will still be from getting kills, and restock will allow you to get more of those decoy grenades, thus getting you more XP. Now, perk 3, I went with Shrapnel, because I found that having 2 Molotovs was a lot better because you could block off 2 rush routes instead of just 1. But I'll leave it to decide what you want to do there. So there we have it, the best way I have found by far for how to level up fast in Modern Warfare. I'd love to know what you think down in the comments, and if this has helped any of you in any way, it would be great if you toss a subscribe this way and hit that notification bell. Now, if you've watched my videos before, you'll know I like to see who sticks around until the end. So, if you're still here, I'd like you to answer this super important question. If you could fight with one person from history, who would it be? For me, it would probably be Gandhi, because I reckon he's the only one I could take. Anyway, that's it from me today. I'm Average Joel. Peace.